True consciousness is the realization as to why we do the things we do. What purpose do they serve? Why am I doing this? Who am I living for them or for me? Although self-awareness can answer these questions, 80 to 90% of people are actually not self-aware. So then we must identify one's character through their behavior. This can sometimes be a challenging task, as one's behavior may reflect validation seeking. Your coworker isn't to the boss because he actually likes them, but rather because it bolsters their self-esteem and sense of worth. The idea of a superior telling them good work makes them feel worthy of humanity. However, in 2024, brown nosers in the workplace are somewhat rare, as out of a number of employees, only less than 2% can do so. A better example would be our affinity to the opposite gender. People are willing to do and say all types of things to get a girlfriend or snag a man with a big bank account. The more we align with nature and our primordial needs, the further man is driven to chaos. The 7 deadly sins reflect this with extreme sets of behaviors and feelings man need to survive and prosper. It is in our nature to eat. It is in our nature to love and reproduce. It is in our nature to protect and provide, but doing too much will destroy us. So ask yourself, why do you do the things that you do? Today I have a new case for the court of public opinion. We are going to dissect exactly what external validation looks like and why you don't want to be caught in this situation. A video has went viral lately on TikTok exposing some woman of her dating history. Rather, she exposed herself. And today we're going to dissect and analyze exactly what she's doing, what she did wrong, and how this is relevant to society in general and how we can learn from it. I think this goes without saying, don't post your dirty business online. But as we come to find out later in the video, people will never stop doing this. That external validation that they get from outside people, whether they're criticizing them or big upping them for what they're doing, people will always look to other people for validation. The first time I saw this video, I gotta be honest, I felt disgust. This was disgusting. I mean, could you imagine if you had a girlfriend or boyfriend and you saw a reel just like this of all the past partners they've had? Man, this world is doomed for real. But anyway, at first glance, you would think, well, it's not that big of a deal. This is her life. If she wanted to share this on social media, it is what it is. And then you got other people thinking, well, this is just her being promiscuous. Obviously, she's not gonna find a husband because no man wants to wife up a woman who has all these different experiences with all these men. And at this point, this is when we go in depth. She did not post this video for men because if anything, she already knows the reaction that she's gonna get from men. She posted this video to flex on other women. And I'm gonna show you right now exactly why she did that, but just keep that in the back of your head. This video is for other women to see her get men, and multiple men. She's seeking this validation from other women, basically saying, I'm worthy of a man or I'm worthy of love. And I'm gonna show you exactly why in a minute, why she has this feeling. For the layman, a thought is just gonna be a thought, but if you go in depth, there's a reason why she needs to secure her self-esteem and flex on other women, saying, you know what, I am worth something. I am worthy of love. I want all you other women to see it, and here's why.
I know that song that's like Mount Everest ain't got shit on me, cause I'm on top of the world. I'm on top of the world. Yeah.
Nikki fan. Pull up in the Sri Lanka.
Pull up in the monster.
So as you can see, she was a Lizzo-sized woman, and no shame to that. You know, at the end of the day, I think it's good for everybody to lose weight, no matter what. But because she was suffering from the big back psychosis, and now all of a sudden she lost weight, and we'll get to how she lost weight in a second, she thinks it's acceptable or okay to be posting all these different men that she's been with, which is just downright degenerate, if you ask me. It shows that you have no class and that you're not a respectable person. And I feel the exact same way about all these crypto nerds and dudes who only just started getting girls because of their money.
Here is why it's easy for me to take your bitch. It's cool that she's sticking with you right now because you're trying to build yourself, but at the same time, if some guy like me comes up and gets in the way, she's gonna choose me over you because I can provide more.
So this woman was a big back, wasn't getting any male attention, and so she decided to lose weight, which is the right thing to do. But instead of just keeping that to herself, for some reason she needed the external validation from other women to sign off that, hey, you're beautiful, girl, or hey, you're doing what you need to do, which is just weird and very problematic.
Let's get into this. We're gonna start with Ray. Hood Rich Ray, what's up? You have so much to say today. Let's get into our story. All right, so next up is Q. Q. Hey, y'all gonna quit coming for my Buki, okay? Y'all keep calling him Chicken Man, Express Man. Let's not leave out the fact that his family owns Express. All right, I'm putting all of these ones in one video because I'm sick of talking about. Nobody in this video got any Gucci. We're just gonna cut to that since that's what you guys are so worried about, is me clapping and STDs. Oh, I lied. I'll keep it a buck. Not him. You know, Trey. We was locked in. Let's get into Dell now.
It's one thing to make a video about all these different dudes that you've been with no context, first of all. But it's another thing to now go in depth and do your own analysis of each man step by step. She is living for this validation from not only from men, but more specifically from the women in her comment section. And another thing I noticed, she got a hell of a chin on her. So basically, Miss Fupa didn't know how to act. As soon as she lost this weight and started getting all this male attention, she didn't know what to do with it. And I think that's the saddest part, is the fact that she was finding validation within these men. They were giving her that self-esteem boost, showing her that she's beautiful all of a sudden, because you know for damn sure no dude was checking for her when she was weighing 300 stacks. And this is problematic. Not only the fact that she's promiscuous, I think she's lying when she says some of the dudes didn't hit. You know damn well those simp ass dudes were doing all kinds of things to her. But more importantly, she needs to identify exactly the reason she gained so much weight in the first place. Usually it's a coping mechanism when they eat so much. It's due to some type of traumatic response that she had in her life. And I'm gonna get into the fact later that she didn't even use traditional ways of weight loss. She got surgery. So not only did she not learn anything from her journey, but she took a shortcut, and secondarily, she didn't even solve her trauma. She just filled the void with male attention. And now she's gonna speak down on men after she did her own dirt, and it's her own fault. Ridiculous. No accountability, no responsibility. The world is crumbling because of people like this.
When it comes to a man, there is very little that I care about because they're pieces of shit. We all know this. Nothing new. One thing about them, though, that does bother me is when they try to lie to me. And it's not even about what the lie is. I could care less. I already go into it knowing they're liars. Everything they tell me, lies. I don't believe you anyways. It's the fact that you try to lie to me because I feel like you're trying to insult my intelligence when you do that. I feel like you're calling me when you try to lie to me. Like you really thought I wasn't going to put two and two together. I'm very intelligent, okay? Very intuitive. And I'm a Virgo. 10 times out of 10, I'm always right. And you thought you could lie to me? You thought you could get one over on me? You pretty much call me. That's what you just called me when you try to lie to me. So now I can't f with you off the strength of the principle. It's the principle. You thought I was stupid. You calling me stupid. I can't f with you off the strength of that. You would have been better off just coming to me straight up and saying, hey, I got 15 and a hal inches. Would you like to be 16 and a half? And I'd be like, you know what? Maybe. Let me think on it. I appreciate the honesty. I respect the game. But you trying to get one over on me? No. The other part of that is you're lying, so now I gotta lie. You talking about you don't got. Now I gotta pretend like I don't got no nigga. Now I gotta pretend like I don't got motion because you trying to say you don't got no. Hey, look at me. You know I got motion. You know I got. So you know I'm lying. Now we both just some lying pieces of shit. We just both out just lying. We could just kept it real.
Calm down, Miss Shirley. Ain't nobody checking for you like that, especially before the weight loss and after all these videos were put up. She is literally a walking contradiction. Not only did she post a video of herself with all these different men, but now she's trying to speak on how all men ain't shit. First of all, those are the men that you chose, and second of all, it seems like you haven't done any work on yourself, so you're more likely the problem. People are online all the time crying about how their life is in shambles. They can't find a man, they can't find a woman, their life sucks, they're not making enough money, and yet they're the main problem in their situation. Not at one point do I ever feel bad for these people. They do it to themselves, and they're not willing to get better and do better. These people severely lack self-awareness and critical thinking skills, and for some reason people think just because they put a microphone and camera in front of them, they are the main character and everything they say and do is correct, even if they're the villain in the story. And this goes back to the external validation. Just them making the video alone and getting these comments is gassing them up. Whether it's criticism or not, that's all they're looking for. That's all they need. The majority of people who get on social media and post on the daily are not really looking to get paid from it. I'm pretty sure they would like it, but most of the time, especially on TikTok, they just want to spout off a bunch of bullshit. That's why you see so many people consuming drama content that's centered around degeneracy. That's what gets clicks and views. That's what people like to watch. I take no pity on these types of people. Based on their decision making and bad habits, they do it to themselves.
I am living for y'all in the comment section. Y'all are just hyping me up and being so sweet. And now I got like 10,000 new besties. And before you say we're not, stop it. We're literally in bed together right now. So anywho's, I wanted to address this comment because even though it's annoying and it could have been worded differently, she is right. And it's spot on. Yo-yoing and going up and down with your weight is really bad on your body. So that is why I decided to get gastric bypass surgery. Before anybody comes for me, I was literally in the trenches with y'all. I done did it not once, not twice, not 3 times, not even 4 times, 5, no, like 6 times I done did it, and I deserve some help at this point. Welcome to day 2 of me trying to unbig my back before the pools open on Memorial Day in 6 weeks. For breakfast, I had a protein shake. I've been trying out this new brand and I wanted to give this flavor a try, but
no, don't like that.
It has that nasty aftertaste, so I'll definitely be sticking to my Fairlife protein shakes. And then I had one of my morning faves, which is the Jimmy Dean morning combos. Has little pancakes, little sausages. I ate 2 of the sausages and 2 of the pancakes. Then I got ready for the gym, and yes, I wear makeup to the gym because unfortunately I live in my hometown right now and it's a high school reunion every week.
Based off that breakfast alone, I can already tell you this is exactly why you've gained weight and lost weight so many times, because you still don't even know how to control yourself. One thing that I just started to realize after 26 years of life is the fact that when people have hardcore bad habits, usually it tends to be centered around trauma, and for 2, usually it tends to center around the fact that they don't have a self-identity. They don't know who they are yet. They don't know what they want out of life yet, because if they did, they would be actively working to pursue it. And not only that, they would eliminate the bad habits that are holding them back. Definitely not everyone's going to come to this conclusion within their life, and it is what it is. But at the end of the day, I can say this from my own experience that it's true. Your tolerance for bullshit tends to get really low when you know what you want out of this life. Clearly, this woman right now doesn't, and it is what it is. She's young, she's naive, but don't blame other people for your misfortune or the things that you did to yourself. This next video that I'm going to bring up, this woman basically has a response video to all the backlash that she got from her original video. And it's interesting how she frames it, highlighting the fact that this was all done just to stroke her ego and make her feel good about herself.
My name is Kiki, and I went viral on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and Facebook for being a hoe. Let's talk about it. It is all over every single social media platform. I kid you not. It's on TikTok, obviously. That's where I posted it. It's on Facebook. It's on Twitter. It's on Instagram. And I'm not just talking about like a couple thousand views. We're talking millions of views, millions and millions. It's probably to the 100 millions now, based off like if you combine all the videos together, for sure. Millions and millions and millions of people have seen this video of me. And let's talk about it. I feel like the opinions are very divided right now. It's either this stank, nasty STD burning ass bitch. Nobody wants to listen to what you have to say. Or it's either, ooh, Kiki's fun. She's lit. She looks like a good time. Let's do Kiki. Let's talk about Kiki. What's Kiki doing? I'm gonna tune in. Okay.
First of all, I gotta point out the fact that it's not hundreds of millions of people watching this video. That's just ridiculous. And secondly, do you really want all these people to know who you are based on the fact that you're promiscuous and you're sleeping with all these dudes? Or apparently you're not, but you are seen kissing them and hugged up on them? That's just ridiculous, and it's very immature. And that's exactly why I say she's seeking this external validation through social media, through men specifically. The validation that these men are giving her, not only the attention, but also financial, sexual, emotional, all these things that she's feeling because of being with these men, because she never had this attention when she had this weight. And keep in mind, she's gained weight and lost weight like 5-6 times, so she's been struggling with this most of her life. She makes it so obvious that the main reason she posted that video was for the external validation and attention that she would get from it. Not only that, but the stroke of her ego, knowing I'm cute now once again. Why even bring up how many views the video got? I thought you're supposed to address the video itself. No, the reason she posted the video is because she knew it would give her the attention that she so desperately wants.
I knew what I was doing with all this, all right, because I'm a genius. Not really, I'm just an educated woman. I have a degree in sociology. If you don't know what sociology is, look it up real quick. But I feel like I would probably, I should have led with that, that I have a degree in literally the study of human behavior and human interaction. When you're a content creator, you have to think of things from a different lens than just a consumer on social media, all right? Most people are scrolling on social media to be entertained. To you get on social media outside of usually Facebook. You get on most of the social media platforms is because you want to be entertained or you want to see people that you like, but that's the main point of social media, is to be entertained. I know the psychology behind social media and why people are consuming social media, why people want to follow certain people, okay? I don't think that there's anything more entertaining than scandal and sex and stuff like that. So I knew that a video like this would go viral. I'm gonna do a podcast where I'm talking about what goes into content creation and what it takes to be a content creator and things that you need to do and, what areas you need to focus on, the mindset that you have to have in a video and all that, because it goes deep, all right? But to sum up the why behind why of this video is because I'm a content creator and I know my job as a content creator is to entertain, and that's what I did.
If you have a degree in psychology, then ma'am, you should know the fact that your pair bonding is now destroyed because of all the different men that you have been with. Masquerading behind the fact that it was all for social media, it was all for clout, is just ridiculous. Ma'am, you know damn well you like the validation that you were getting from these men and you said, what the hell, I might as well throw it up on TikTok. And keep in mind, this is not the normal type of content that she creates. She does get ready with me and she does transformation videos, and that's it. So her whole shtick on TikTok has nothing to do with dating or men. And she said even after this viral video that she's gonna go back to creating that type of content that has nothing to do with men or her own personal life with men. But she's trying to lead us to believe that she's some type of content creator mastermind and that she's gonna take over the whole game with this weak ass promiscuous video of her. Come on now. She's just trying to save face over the fact that a lot of people, including women, dislike this behavior and don't think that she should be known for it because she intentionally made women look bad. People don't like the truth when it's shoved in your face.
I knew that there was going to be a lot of backlash behind it, and I knew that it was going to go 50-50. It really is 50-50. I knew that the men were going to hate me, and they were going to be mad by this. I knew it was going to be a sugar for them, and I knew most women were going to support me because it's like girl power. It's like, yeah, do your thing. Like, I knew I'd get some backlash from someone, but I knew for the most part that women were going to be the supporters and men were going to be haters. Creating content like that is key, though, because it's a very split, controversial subject, all right? People have very strong opinions on women's bodies and how women are supposed to carry themselves and our whole identity. People are so opinionated when it comes to women, all right? Let's talk about like the deep-rooted misogynistic viewpoint of women. To put in perspective how fragile this system, this way of thinking is, all right? I uploaded a video of me that was spaced out years. These videos were years and months apart, okay? All I was doing in these videos was getting kissed on the cheek by men, or I kissed 2 men on the lips, okay? Because of that, I am now an STD bucket. I have a loose, I will never find a husband. I'm this, I am all of that. I am not deemed worthy by a lot of men and some women. Just like that. Nobody asks questions. They just jump to, oh, you're.
You can tell how much she hates the fact that women dislike and disapprove of her behavior, and that really gets to her in her core. And it's funny to me because it's like, why would you assume that this is good behavior? Why would you assume this is something that you should do? And other women backing women to be promiscuous is just wild and ridiculous. It's detrimental to our society, it's detrimental to our culture and to the families. And that goes for any and everybody. And I can say the same thing about men. Men being promiscuous isn't beneficial to the culture in the slightest. The thing that she doesn't understand is the fact that this video represents hedonism. This video represents promiscuity. This video represents the fall of the family and society as a whole. This video illustrates the fact that when you are a slave to your pleasure, you tend to make bad decisions and regretful ones at that. This video is not just about some girl being able to do whatever the hell she wants to do in America, but more so how morality has fallen in the world. It is not one bit beneficial to be promiscuous ever. With such lack of self-awareness on this topic exemplifies how immature this woman really is.
But look how fragile that is. I could upload one video and now I'm no longer deemed a quality woman. Let's not talk about the fact that I have college degrees. I'm an educated woman. I have no children. Okay. I make good money. All right. I'm beautiful. I'm funny. Okay. I'm intellectual. All right. I have good taste in music. Or I'm a high quality woman. I am. I don't care what anybody thinks. I can stand on that. I know I'm a high quality woman. That's why I was comfortable enough to release the video I released. But I'm a high quality woman. And now men have deemed me trash, just worth nothing, based off of past relationships I had, based off of who I've had. Okay.
Everything that she just listed off has nothing to do with her moral or ethical character. If anything, it's very superficial, and it highlights the fact that this woman is immature and knows nothing more than herself. Not only that, but just be respectful of yourself. You can't even do that. You can't even put the damn fork down. Let's be honest. How are we expecting somebody to respect their body when they can't even respect their body when it comes to food? That's the biggest problem with a lot of these modern women, is the fact that they want men to grade them and to get with them based on their superficial stuff like, oh, I have a college degree, I'm pretty, I make money, I have a job, I'm an adult. Yet they're promiscuous, they have no self-respect for themselves, and in no way are they conveying themselves to be a good woman. I could say the same exact thing for a lot of these men out here as well. It's just this new modern world that we live in. A lot of men and women are acting the exact same nowadays because of the times that we live in. Everything's so damn easy. Everyone wants to be catered to. Nobody wants to put in any hard work. Nobody wants to be disciplined or have some type of moral, righteous backing. They just want to do whatever the hell they want to do.
If this is a system that women want to participate in, you want to be a part of that system where your daughter could, this very well could be your daughter in this situation, dating, trying to find the right fit for her, or just enjoying being single, not even worried about being picked by a man. Just let me go out and have fun. Let me just live my life. Why do I have to worry about being picked by a man? And now your daughter is this is a system that we women want to continue to participate in. It's a fragile, fragile system. You could be a virgin. I could be a virgin. For all these people know, I could be a fucking virgin, and I could have posted this video, and now I'm deemed unwifeable. I have STDs. I'm this. I'm that. That's a very, very fragile system. Is that fair to us? Do y'all really want to participate in that system? Or do you want to say, you and you think? My does not dictate my value. That's what's wrong with you men. That's why you end up unhappy, because you base women's value off of her body and her private parts. That's why nobody's fucking happy. Instead of actually getting to know women, all right, I'm still the same person, same personality, same mindset, all right, I was before I posted this video. But some men would meet me tomorrow and be like, oh my God, you're like Kiki from that video. I could have been a perfect match for you. And because of that, now you don't want anything to do with me. I could have been your perfect match. And a perception of who I've had, like my past relationships, you deem me unworthy now. Women, you really want to be a part of that?
Perception is reality. The saddest part about this video is she's barely realizing that there are trade-offs to life. Decisions that you make, there are good and bad consequences. And unfortunately in life, you can't have your cake and eat it too. If you want to be a promiscuous woman and do whatever the hell you want to do with these men, just understand the majority of men and women are not going to like that. And they're not going to see you as a respectable person. There is no grand conspiracy, this system of men, patriarchy, yada yada. It's the fact of self-preservation. Why would I want to get with a woman who has multiple partners when they could have some type of disease that could affect me or my children? And not only that, why would I want to get with a woman who had multiple partners and now has become very disagreeable and her pair bonding has now been destroyed because she's been with said partners? Life is all about outcomes and results, and unfortunately for some people, when they make the wrong decisions, they always get pissed off that other people still have the choice to make really good decisions. They haven't squandered their opportunities yet. And this is exactly how external validation can destroy your life, because you're living for somebody else, getting their approval, but in reality you're not focused on what really matters. While this woman was so caught up in getting attention from men, getting attention from women, now that she's a skinny girl, she lost out on a significant portion of men due to this video, because we can always look it up, and she has yet to find her identity. She doesn't know who she is, she doesn't know what she wants, and she is still an immature little girl who hasn't grown up yet, who is so concerned about what other people think about her and the way that she views herself. For those of you who are still here, the best message that I can give you is focus on your consciousness. Focus on what you think about day to day. Focus why you're here. Focus on who you want to become. Why do you want to become that? That's the most important thing I can tell you. Actively try to stop being so damn immature and actually be somebody that you can respect, or somebody that your role model could respect, whoever you look up to. Understand that every single choice and decision that you make has consequences, whether they be good or whether they be bad. And understand, for some of those decisions, there is no going back. Knowing is half the battle. So you need to know exactly who you are, what are your wants and needs, for better for worse. Just make sure you're convicted in what you stand for.